Dear students, here we will discuss about the dual cycle. Now, what is a dual cycle? A dual cycle consists a reversible adiabatic compression and partially heat addition at constant volume and partially heat addition at constant pressure. And a reversible adiabatic expansion process occurs and heat rejection occurs at a constant volume processes. Thus, we can say it is a combination of both cycle like Otto cycle as well as in diesel cycles. Here we are drawing a PV diagram that shows the relationship. Here we are going to draw a PV diagram. This is a pressure, volume. As we know, the dual cycle consists. First is reversible adiabatic cycle, reversible adiabatic compression. This is your suction process that is ignored in the air standard cycle. And now this is 1 to 2. This is reversible adiabatic compression 1 to 2. And second process, partially heat addition at constant volume process. Partially heat addition at constant volume process and partially heat addition at constant pressure process 3 to 4. Partially heat addition at constant pressure process, that is 3 to 4. And fourth process, a reversible adiabatic process, that is 4 to 5. Reversible adiabatic expansion process, that is 4 to 5. And fifth one is heat rejection at constant pressure. And fifth one is heat rejection at constant volume process. At constant volume process, that is up to 1. As we are seeing here, this is a basically combination of both cycles, Otto cycle as well as the diesel cycles. So to estimate or to calculate the efficiency of this cycle, we need to consider heat addition at both places. First is heat addition at constant volume and second is heat addition at constant pressure. And heat rejection takes place at constant volume processes only. As we know, the relationship developed in these cycles are: first is reversible adiabatically process. Hence, we can find the value of T2 or P2 and V2 at this point 2. Similarly, this is 2 to 3, that is also isochoric process. We can also find the pressure, volume and temperature at point 3. Similarly, we can find all the properties of substance or value or pressure, volume and temperature at corresponding point like 3, 4, 5 and 1 in terms of 1. As we know, T2 oblique T1, that will equal to the process followed by 1 and 2 is reversible adiabatic process, that will equal to V1 oblique V2 power gamma minus 1. As we know, V1 oblique V2, that is called compression ratio defined by the term R power gamma minus 1. So the value of T2 is equal to R power gamma minus 1 into T1. The process 2 to 3 follows a certain rules, that is isochoric rules. So we can find the value of T3 oblique T2 is equal to, as we know, the 2 to 3 process follows a rule, constant volume process. Hence we know that T3 oblique T2 is equal to V3 oblique V2, that will is equal to pressure ratio RP, or T3 is equal to RP into T2. We can write T3 in terms of T1 also. That's why T3 is equal to RP. T2 is replaced by R power gamma minus 1 into T1 dot of R power gamma minus 1 into T1. This is another equation, that is equation number 2. We can also write the relationship between T3 and T4. T3 and T4 are the constant pressure process. We can write here T4 oblique T3, that will equal to V4 oblique V3. V4 oblique V3, it is also known as the cutoff ratio. Hence we can write T4 is equal to RC into T3, or T3 is replaced by the equation 2. Hence T4 is equal to RC RP R power gamma minus 1 into T1. The value of T4 is replaced by the term T1. And we know that T4 to T5, it is also a reversible adiabatic process, reversible adiabatic expansion process. We can also find the value of T5. Hence T5 oblique T4, that will equal to V4 oblique V5 power gamma minus 1, or V4 oblique V3 dot V3 oblique V5 power gamma minus 1, that will equal to RC power R power gamma minus 1. As we know, V5 is equal to V1, V5 is equal to V1, okay, and V2 is equal to V3, and V2 is equal to V3. V4 oblique V3, that is called cutoff ratio. V4 oblique V3, that is called cutoff ratio. So we divide here V4 by term V3. V4 by V3, that is the cutoff ratio. Multiply with V3 oblique V5. V3 oblique V5. V3, that is equal to V2. Hence V2 oblique V1. The V3 is replaced by term V2 and V5 is replaced by term V1. V2 oblique V1, that will equal to 1 oblique R. So we can write here T5 is equal to T4 into RC oblique R power gamma minus 1. We can also write T5 in terms of T1. T5, that will equal to T4 is RC dot of RP dot of R power gamma minus 1 into T1 into RC power gamma minus 1 oblique r power gamma minus 1. We can resolve r power gamma minus 1 is cancelled, and what we will get, T5 is equal to RP RC power gamma, RC power gamma, this term, and RP in T1. The value of T5 is in terms of T1. Now we can similarly find the value of pressure and volume also if we need it. As we are saying, this makes a complete loop 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 1. Hence, work done by this closed cycle is proportional to the heat supplied. Hence, work done by this closed cycle is equal to directly proportional to the or proportional to the heat supplied. That will equal to dq. Now, we are looking here, there are two ways from which the heat is added. Now heat is added, that QA is equal to, first is heat added at constant volume, that means CV T3 minus T2, and 3 to 4, that is CV heat added at constant pressure, that is CP heat added at constant pressure CP T4 minus T3, and heat rejected at QR, that will equal to CV T5 minus T1. From the first of thermodynamics, work produced by the system is directly proportional to the heat supplied. We can write here, the work produced by the system is directly proportional to the heat supplied. Hence the net work done by the system, that will equal to cyclic integration of dW, that will equal to cyclic integration of dQ. Hence net work done by the dual cycle, that will equal to total heat transferred. Total heat transferred means that is CV T3 minus T2 plus of CP T4 minus T3 minus of CV T5 minus T1. And efficiency of dual cycle, that will equal to work done during this whole cycle divided by heat supplied, that will equal to QA. Now it becomes CV T3 minus T2 plus of CV T4 minus T3 minus CV T5 minus T1, that will divided by QA, that is CV T3 minus T2 plus CV T4 minus T3, this term, or that will equal to 1 minus CV T5 minus T1 oblique CV T3 minus T2 plus CP, that is the value P, T4 minus T3. By dividing the CV, that becomes CV, that is known as the gamma, or we can write here all the values of temperature like T5, T1, T3, T2, T4 and T3. What we will get? That will equal to 1 minus value of T5, that will equal to RC power gamma RP into T1, RC power gamma RP T1 minus T1 oblique T3 by T2. The value of T3 is this one, RP R power gamma minus 1 T1 minus the value of T2. T2 is R power gamma minus 1 into T1. Cp by Cv, that will equal to gamma. T4 minus T3, the value of T4 is Rc Rp R power gamma minus 1 T1 minus T3. T3 is Rp R power gamma minus 1 into T1. That will equal to 1 minus Rc power gamma Rp minus 1 T1. T1 यहाँ से कॉमन हो गया. The T1 is common. And T1, this T1, this T1 and this T1. The T1 is common. And one more thing. R power gamma minus 1, R power gamma minus 1, R power gamma minus 1 and R power gamma minus 1. R power gamma minus 1. That is also common. Now what is here? Only Rp and minus 1. Rp minus 1. That is a common term only. This term is Rp minus 1 plus gamma R power gamma minus 1, that is common, and T1 is also common. The here value is, remaining value is Rc Rp minus Rp is only here. Only here. That will equal to 1 minus T1 is cancelled, 1 oblique R power gamma minus 1 and Rp Rc power gamma minus 1, and remaining term is Rp minus 1 plus gamma. Rp is common, Rc minus 1. That is our value. The efficiency of dual cycle, that will equal to 1 minus Rc power gamma Rp minus 1 oblique R power gamma minus 1 Rp minus 1 plus gamma Rp Rc minus 1.